Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you with the weekend update. We don't have my little iPad here. I'm using it for my television right now. That's another story. We've got all kinds of stuff. We've got some happy birthday wishes going out, twisted corridors to talk about, and just some other stuff. Let's jump into this, shan't we, while we get a little fuzz going on. All right, Dr. Fox back here with you with the weekend update. Hope you all had a good start to your, or at least a semi-functioning start to your 2021. Hopefully it's heading in a, I hope, new direction, or at least a slightly better one in some form or fashion. So with that, hang in there. And I know that is way easier said than done, but we won't get into that until much later. So with that, let's start it off with some good old little mini celebrations coming up. We have a special happy birthday going out to a very special person of mine. Adam, I'll put his link in so you can check out. He was trying to stream recently. I'm not sure why we didn't see it, but we're going to be celebrating his what we call the binary 0110 01110 etc. So we're celebrating his birthday this week, and we're going to go out to Yum. No, they are not advertising for us. They're Red Robin. So we're going to enjoy our free birthday burger. Well, he is. Thankfully, I have a gift certificate I got for Christmas, so I can use for mine. That will keep the cost down. And then a very special happy birthday to my mom. God willing, that you stay safe out there. She is currently in the hospital, but it's very difficult. I'm not going to get into the details. All I'm going to do is send a very special her B days later this week as well. So that's all I'm going to say with that. And I'm going to just switch gears. Twisting Corridors has officially finally opened, and 18 floors per layers, and we got 8 layers. So there's 114 total floors if I did the correct calculations correctly. I did that right. And if you get to layer 2, you'll get a pet. It's like one of those little Death Saber type pets there. Whoops. Make sure that our video didn't cut out this time. I'm trying to be very cautious with my keyboard now, because I'm trying to keep it away from my elbow and away from Mora, because the last couple of weeks we've had some two-parters because we've had some tech issues. And so with that, continuing with the Twisted Corridors, if you hit layer 4, you'll get it's a toy type helmet. Layer 6 is a title, and if you make it all the way to layer 8, you get yourself the mall mount. One of the two that work in the mount. And I wish, but like some people are doing it in 45 minutes, some people are doing it in a couple hours. There's a lot to discuss there, including the next segment we're going to go into. I'm going to, Hazelnutty, shout out to you, Hazel. She really covered it really in depth, and I really like her take on it. Everyone's going to have an opinion on it as we shift gears. We're talking about the Blizzard in-game advertising policy, and I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. I like her take on it, and a few others that I've spoke with. Their similar take. I kind of like the third-party option, but again, there's a whole economy going on there, so I'm going to just kind of leave it at that. Again, that's what weekend updates are about, just to simply mention it very briefly, and we move through it, and we move on to the next thing. So I'm very excited to finally hit my renowned, if we can get over here. If she decides to make a jump up, we may not be able to do this. So let's go. You might notice I'm in Wrath and Howling Forge. I've been plugging away at... When Time Walking was here, I'm so excited I got my Paladin to level 52. If I had more time, I was going to crank that Paladin through Time Walking until 60 and then start gearing her up a little bit. But I just haven't had the time. I haven't even had time to hit Torghast. I'm so far behind. Not behind. I mean, the game's going to be there. But that's just how I'm feeling. But with that, I did all the reps for Time Walking for Wrath. And let me come down here. Where is it? Right here. I've got all of them done now for Wrath, except I've been plugging away for the last week at the little walrus guys. I know. Whoops, see, we lost internet. Dang it. I was afraid of that. We're having very, very spotty internet. And I have a puck, and then we're trying to use a neighbor's share that we're split. I took a little bit off rent, so we could split the cost there, and we split the cost of electric. But it's very, very spotty right now, so I might have to just leave it there. Anyway, I was just working on that, and so it's kind of nice, kind of doing. I remember hearing about Hazelnutty. She'd get up in the morning to do her coffee. I kind of like to do that. It takes me about an hour. Or a little less than an hour. And now that I got the routine, I had to figure out there was one more quest on a pirate ship for the third 3 set of quests down there for the walrus people. Karulax, whatever. I'm not even going to pronounce it because people that know my channel know that I botch those names. But I call them the walrus people, which we always would have wished we could have gotten some kind of playable character on. You can on some privates, but that's another story. And I even tried that once just so I could like move around that little walrus game. It was hilarious. I did it for like a few minutes. Anyway, I'm doing that, and then I would go over and I had to reset the frenzy heart. I just hit my revered yesterday. I grabbed my first disgusting jar. That's it from the disgusting rat. I got the first disgusting jar, but it takes 3 days to unlock, and there's a small percentage chance of the jar toy to drop. So I'm going to continue it. I want to get it to Exalted. I hope it still counts. And then I've got to switch back to Oracles and then do that for another week. And like I was briefly starting to mention the other week, my subscription is going to lapse around that first week in February, around Groundhog's Day as well, so I may have to let some of that go. I know there's some of the holidays coming up in there, but there's just things going on here that I really have to kind of pull away a little bit more. So I've been trying to tidy up a few old content reps, so I've been working on that. But I am excited that at least once a week I still try to do some of the newer Bastion. You can see I'm all excited. I finally got my full armor set for Bastion. I'm so ecstatic. Well, except for the weapon. I'm gonna get that at the next. I'm literally the next renown I get, I'm gonna be able to finish that, like the last belt holes or something like that. It's like the final chapter. So at least I'm still at the final chapter. I'm not too far behind. I remember Asmongold just a few weeks back, he got his full set. So you can see I'm not still far, but I try to jump in there and grab like the 250 elite purple anima and things like that, and then I just kind of do that. I've been pretty much avoiding the Maw and Torghast pretty much at this point. It just takes a lot of time, and I try to just jump in and do a couple of, and like if Bastion's up, I'm still plugging away slowly at the rep for that. I think I have another 52 dailies to do if that becomes part of the flight. There's still no word. All we know is, but we do know that BlizzCon Online is coming soon. We should start seeing some leaks coming from that very, very shortly. But we may have some better idea soon about. It's going to come in the first major patch. Let me put it that way. Sorry, I was glancing down because it looked like Mora was about to jump up, and I'm trying to keep her off my leg because she sliced it up terribly. With that said, but well, I've had to get more things done offline. I've been struggling. I went through 3 coax cables. I'm finally getting my antenna to work correctly, but I'm excited. I got all the 6s, the 13s, the Foxes, like the 23s. I even got the 51s. I couldn't believe it. If I was a little closer down south, I could pick up the rest of the channels. I wanted to be able to pick up like the ABC and the MeTV. They added that new they've got the host now with his little hand puppet, and they've brought back some Saturday morning cartoon type things, and then they do it for like an hour in the morning. And I know there's plenty other places you can go to get that online, but it's just kind of nice to have that integrated for the antenna. But that's okay. That's more flavorous. It's just like the icing cake on top. It's fine. But I've got plenty. The 3 major ones I wanted was like just to be able to at least have CBS and Fox so I can catch some local news on it. And a couple of the local shows. I can catch the local shows on other places, which is totally fine. But my satellite finally shut off the other day, so I got to take a break. I'm trying to cut my costs where I can. It's getting really, really tight financially. It's difficult. I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. There's more going on, but I think I already kind of covered quite a bit. One last thing that I totally spaced out about. 8 months ago, when this was a big deal, I found a decent deal on it. And it wasn't the original collector's version, but that's no problem. I kind of like this version because it has the tinted windows, and you could probably see what I'm about to lead up to. One of my all-time favorite, and those that personally know me know that one of my all-time favorite vehicles is a DeLorean, and I'm so excited here. So I have officially gotten Gigawatt. He finally arrived after 8 months. I haven't done an unboxing for this because I don't want to open it right now. So otherwise, you would have seen an unboxing kind of magically pop up for me recently, like the other ones. I think I did the Nintendo calendar the My Nintendo calendar last week. I have those randomly every once in a while. I don't get very many things. Like I said, it's a really tight situation over here, to say the least. But I'm gonna kind of leave it at that. And wrap that up. I hope you're able to get a couple of things done offline and a couple of things in-game this week. Call me in the morning. And yeah, I think I've pretty much covered everything. If there was anything else I missed, then... and by the way, I will put that link in there for Hazelnutty's weekend update discussion about those topics we covered briefly as well in there. So call me in the morning, and then once again, we will see you later.